to be rich?
Like at least as much money as I have. We were literally just having this conversation outside.
What's like the minimum? What's the minimum number like yearly he got to be able to bring in? Just so people know.
Like hopefully, I don't know. Like
no, say it.
I don't want to seem
shallow. Okay. You got a standard.
Okay. Like hopefully, like at least like $5 million
a year.
A year.
Yeah.
God damn.
Okay.
It's like, and not to seem shallow, but you know, you guys probably wouldn't date an ugly girl, right? No. So I don't want to.
Not really.
Well.
What is but broke is $3 million a year or $4?
Wait, they got it. So he's got to make $5 million a year. How much is that a month?
I don't know. I just
like $400K a month.
About 4 to 5.
Estimate.
Okay, and you don't care what they do as long as they're bringing in their own.
No, I care. I don't want any illegal activity.
Okay, so no trapping.
No scamming.
No scammers.
No.
Dope dealing.
No.
None of that.
None of that.
They got to be like an actual legitimized business.
Something, yes.
Everybody's up in an uproar about Ruby Rose and what Ruby Rose said about what it would take to be in a relationship with her, right? She said that that man would have to make $5 million. And a lot of black men and black women, people are outraged. They're upset. Oh my God, I can't believe this, right? And this is the thing, right? I'm not mad at Ruby Rose for saying that. You know, Ruby Rose is a rapper turned 304. She hangs in a certain circle of men and women, right? Out there in California or wherever she's at, she's around men that makes a lot of money. She's has an OnlyFans that she generates $800,000 to $1 million a month, right? So she's in the millionaires club and she's in the circles. The problem I have is when women like you that work at the plant, work at the for the bus transportation company, you talking about your man need to make $5 million, but you don't hang in $5 million circle, the $5 million circle. You hang in a circle of blue collar workers, right? All around you. The odds of you meeting a man that make $5 million a year is slim to none. But you still have these lofty ideas of meeting this man overlooking all the people in your circle, right? So the thing is, if you're not in the $1 million circle, what Ruby Rose said shouldn't matter to you. It shouldn't matter to you because these are the things that happen on different levels, right? On different levels. So I didn't really have a problem with that because I used my common sense. I used common sense. What I had a problem was when she started to blame DDG for why she started her OnlyFans. She started to blame DDG for because she was saying it's starting to ruin her reputation, but she feel like she's making so much money off of it. So this is what she has to keep doing. She has to keep doing this, right? Well, Tasha K caught wind of this and really called her out for it. And I'm glad that Tasha K called her out for it because a lot of women have a tendency of doing things that men do or partaking in bad behavior, but then blame everybody else but themselves. So let's look at what Tasha K said. We'll come right back.
Rose. So, wasn't going to talk about this child, but when I saw her up here spewing dangerous rhetoric, I had to step in the conversation. I really did. Okay. There's already enough toxic masculinity stuff going around. But then, you know, I speak for the females in this situation because, you know, these are the type, Ruby Rose, in my opinion, after you watch these videos, and I'm going to make my point here, is, and I hate to say it. So when Ruby Rose decided to sit down with Bobby, you know, that awkward white girl, and tell a story that I thought was very, very dangerous, I said, I'm going to have to speak up on this, okay? Because, you know, you'll get beautiful girls like her. She's absolutely gorgeous. I believe that she could do anything that she puts her mind to, not body, but mind. And she can dominate in whatever that is, okay? But when you'll see these girls get into these lifestyles, and so she was, you know, with DDG, who was already a streamer for quite some time, and you know, when they fall in love with these men and they're the same age, it's not like DDG was a Diddy or anything like that, and it's not like he's a perfect man out here, but he had suggested something to her. He didn't put a gun to her head, but for her to sit down and tell Bobby this, go.
Mama dump is I was talked into doing OnlyFans by my ex, and you know, like, it was cool for the first couple of years, but now it's like I have to keep doing it too. So I kind of like relate to you in that way, and it's just like definitely like put a damper on my reputation, but you know, it's a choice I made and I'm just gonna stick it out.
One more time, Jasmine, one more time. So basically what she's saying is that DDG, the reason she does OnlyFans is she makes a ton of money, over $1 million a month, Okay. And she has a clothing line also. I believe it's like a clothing panty line or something, but she's doing very well. Okay. And so she's very known on social media for her OnlyFans content, for her provocative content. And she's somehow been able to build other revenue streams doing that. But for her to sit down and tell Bobby this right here, the reason she's doing it is because DDG made her.
Mama dump is I was talked into doing OnlyFans by my ex, and you know, like, it was cool for the first couple of years, but now it's like I have to keep doing it too. So I kind of like relate to you in that way, and it's just like definitely like put a damper on my reputation. But you know, it's a choice I made, and I'm just gonna stick it out.
That's dangerous. That's a dangerous comment. And I'm going to tell you why in a second. Because DDG had to respond because people are calling him, oh, you trafficking, oh, you pimping, you doing all of this, okay? And this is what it looks like. It's not like somebody came to her house, manipulated her, coerced her, and made her say for him. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. It's like these girls have a hard time trying to accept that this is the option that you chose to do. You did it. You're making a ton of money from it. And now you want to blame him because there is this side of it that's kind of like, I don't really think that's professional. You're better than this. Why are you stupid to this level? So it's her not taking accountability for her choice.
So Tasha K is one of the very few females that will actually stand up and hold a woman accountable for her own decisions. Because a lot of women out here, you know, they partake in the same behaviors that men do. You know, for every woman that call a man a dog, right? These men out here sleeping with, there's always an available coochie, right? There to actually serve that man, right? So we're all doing the same things. We all out here wilding. The problem is she made a statement that she was talked into doing his OnlyFans by DDG, and he started getting attacked on social media with this to the point where he had to come out and respond because women don't take accountability. You say my body, my choice, right? Well, then you're choosing to use your body to do these things. He didn't make you do it. He didn't make any money off of it. Why are you on a show mentioning him when it comes to this, knowing that he would get blowback or pushback from it? But this is the stuff that a lot of these women do, especially these young women today with no accountability. So he took the social media to respond to say this.
Okay. And so when DDG responded, go ahead. Now, I don't even like this little boy here, but I'm with him. I'm on his side when he say this. Let's go.
But you know, it's a choice I made, and
Well, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Like,
right.
what? Like, she made it sound like I'm a. Now I can see if I was getting a cut.
Exactly.
But if you making $800,000 a month,
Right.
the hell? You better keep doing. He said it like it was a bad thing. That's how much of a real I am. I'm like, you know what? I see how people look at you on the internet and shit, boom. I'm like, you should do it. Even though I'm with you at the time. I'm like, I wasn't really tripping, you feel me? I'm like, a nigga wasn't on no, oh, I can get you turned up, sign a contract. It was never on that. It was just on some like, you should take advantage of this. It became a multi-million-dollar thing for you that I've never asked for a penny for. So how is it a bad thing? I didn't talk you into doing nothing. You can stop whenever you want.
Sure can.
I thought it was player of me, but I guess it's a trauma thing. That don't make no sense to me though.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to say about this, because I agree with him. It's not like he's getting a cut. It's not like he's trafficking you. And this happens a lot with these girls that get with these streamers that already have public, platforms. And when somebody sees your potential, right? And they say, hey, I think you should do this because there's nothing else you can do right now that can yield the type of money that you need. You should go out and do this. And you chose to do it. That ain't got nothing to do with him. Yeah, he gave you the idea, but he didn't force you to do it. And now you're saying that you're trapped? You got other ways to make money. You got an internet. You got followers. Ain't nobody asking. Listen, you do not have to send Pictures of you put bananas in your vagina for nobody. You wake up every day and you choose to do that because you make great money. And if you ask me, he saw the potential and the only potential that you had at the time, and it's paying off. And that's why you got a clothing line. I hate when these young girls get out here and trying to act like they ain't got no accountability for your choice. Hey, no, I done been with plenty men in the past. Plenty men, okay? All of them said I had good stuff, but ain't nobody suggested. Maybe somebody did suggest that I sell it, but did I sell it? No. Nobody put no gun to my head. This is not trafficking. And she can stop anytime she wants to stop. Lack of accountability. I want to make the guy look bad. I don't want to take self-responsibility. So when she got out here talking shit too.
Like the public. Okay. So I guess here's the honesty moment.
Oh,
You know this.
yeah, I know.
Okay, me and Drew were really in a relationship, and I said it was PR because he pissed me off and hurt my feelings. So, yeah. But that was really lame of me and embarrassing that I shouldn't have said that, but I was like, I had to stand on it. But, you know, it's in the past now. And we're friends and we're cool still. And, and we've known each other for like 10 years, like since high school type shit. It's like, we're always going to be friends. So I just want to clear it up because he was really bothered by that.
Please warn your sons. Please warn your sons. This is what you call vindictive. This is what you call I'ma spin the block. I'ma spin the narrative. Make sure I get my way. Sympathy, payola, whatever it is that I need so I don't have to take self-accountability. And when I do decide to settle down and get married, all of this was not my fault. You ever seen a woman that feels like, you know, she's beautiful, she got everything, but she could be doing more, but she's too lazy to do it. So she ends up doing, you know, what she feels like she has to do in order to put money, you know, food on the table and stuff like that. And then they want to make others feel as if you talked them into doing it, but really they just lack a self-accountability or just lack self-drive. Like, this is her. And there's a lot of them out here. Gen Z is on the loose. I'm telling you. Y'all better warn your kids. Be careful out here. She gonna be suing here soon.
I'm glad that Tasha K called it out because for many years we criticized young black boys and black men for the things that they do. You know, I came online when I first came to YouTube criticizing black men and holding black men accountable for a lot of things that we do in our communities. And we do a lot of stuff that's bad. We do a lot of stuff that's positive and good too, but a lot of our stuff get called to the forefront. But the minute I started to criticize the black woman, I lost half of my subscribership. A lot of women was calling me out, making videos about me because you're not allowed to hold the black woman accountable. So now I'm glad that Tasha K, because see, I told a lot of my sisters, I said, a lot of y'all might not like what I'm saying, but y'all got sons. And wait till it's time for your son to go out here into this dating market and have to date some of these young girls out here. Now everybody's saying, George, you was right the whole time. See, because I'm not pro-black man or pro-black woman. I'm pro-black community. I'm pro-black people. I talk about I stand on what's right. The principle was right. So, you know, she's making these statements, like she made some statements about Drewski, right? And then got them attacked because he hurt her feelings. He said something that she didn't like, but she was behaving in behavior that was worthy of being called out. So online today, you know, you see these women out here on Instagram and TikTok, they doing a whole bunch of wild stuff, right? Well, my body, my choice. You can't tell me what to do with my body. It's my body. Well, you're responsible for who you let between your legs, right? If a man get between your legs and he shoots life up into you, you're part responsible for that. Because you're responsible for the man that you lay down with. You're responsible for the man that you say yes to. You're responsible for the decisions that you make. You're responsible for the man you choose, right? Everything ain't the man's fault. When do you be held accountable for the decisions that you make? And when do other women hold you accountable? Oh, they only do it when it's something that's hurtful to them? Because I've said things in the past where women knew that I was right. But because I was a man and I was saying it, I was wrong. So let me get this straight. You cannot date outside your race and date black men. You can spin over and spread your behind the black man, but he can't tell you nothing. He can't, even when he's right. We got to stop this in the community. We could talk all day about what brothers do. Those of y'all that know me, know my channel, I talk all day about holding black men accountable. But for some reason, I can't say nothing about the black woman. That's the problem. And this is what Tasha K is alluding to. When she's telling you, mothers, guard your sons, watch your sons from some of these women. Am I talking about all black women? Absolutely not. Right? The same way I ain't talking about all black men. But I'm talking about something that goes on in our community that needs to be dealt with, that needs to be talked about. Because there's a problem in our community, man. And now, for years, we talked about the black man, but right now, the black woman is out of control. Just look all online, look everywhere. She's out of control. And I'm glad that Tasha K spoke up on this, man, you know, to bring awareness to the situation. Because a lot of times when us men that actually love black women try to speak up on it, you know, we get ridiculed for loving our people. So I'm going to cut this video short here, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.